Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pachatya Dishatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, संजताई गौर सुंदर की, पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Turning from Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 30, entitled as The Activities of the Prachetas, text number 8. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Varam Vinidvam Bhadram Vo Yuyam Me Nipanandana Sauhadrena Prithak Dharmas Tushtoham Sauhridena Va. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Varam Vinidvam Bhadram Vo Yuyam Me Nipanandana Sauhardena Prithak Dharmas Tushtoham Sauhridena Va. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Varam Vinidvam Bhadram Vo Yuyam Me Nipanandana Sauhardena Prithak Dharmas Tushtoham Sauhridena Va. Uvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Varam, benediction. Vrinidvam, ask. Bhadram, good fortune. Va, of you. Yuyam, you. Me, from me. Nripanandana, O sons of the king. Sauhardena, by friendship. Friendship. Aprithak, non-different. Dharma, occupation. Tushtaha, pleased. Aham, I. Sauhridena, by friendship. Va, of you. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me. Purport. Since the sons of the king Parishana Bharishat were all united in Krishna consciousness, the Lord was very pleased with them. Each and every one of the sons of the king Parishana Bharishat was an individual soul, but they were united in offering transcendental service to the Lord. The unity of the individual soul attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is the real unity. In the material world, such unity is not possible. Even though people may officially unite, they all have different interests. In the United Nations, for instance, all the nations have their particular national ambitions, and consequently they cannot be united. Disunity between individual soul is so strong within this material world that even in the society of Krishna consciousness members sometimes appear disunited due to their having different opinions and leaning towards material things. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be two opinions. There is only one goal: to serve Krishna to one's best ability. If there is some disagreement over service, such disagreement is to be taken as spiritual. Those who are actually engaged in service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be disunited in any circumstances. This makes the Supreme Personality of Godhead This makes the Supreme Personality of Godhead very happy and willing to award all kinds of benedictions to his devotees, as indicated in this verse. We can see that the Lord is immediately prepared to award all benedictions to the sons of King Parishana Bharishat. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. So we can repeat this. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me. So our goal of life is to please Krishna. That is the goal of life. To do something by which Krishna is pleased. Our life is successful. Nehabrikamanaso asti pratyevayo na vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya tayate mahato bhayat. Krishna is saying a small service will save us from the greatest danger. So when we are engaged in devotional service, become free from cycle of birth and death. Gradually we become free from cycle of birth and death. The small service, Krishna is saying, will save us from the greatest danger. At least we will come back as a human being and pursue our Krishna consciousness in next life. Suchinam Srimatam Kehe Yoga Bhashto Vijayate. Krishna has confirmed that will be born in either a rich family or a Brahmana's family or in a family of devotees. So the goal of purpose of our activities should be to please Krishna. And Krishna also in Bhagavad Gita says various ways how he is pleased. That how is devotee who is very dear to him. The devotee is very very dear to him, and the devotee is the most dear to him. Krishna is saying that whoever gives this knowledge to the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to the devotees, explains to them, is the most dear to him, and there will be no one will be more dear than him. Krishna approves that. Then he says the different qualities of devotees, and they are saying that they are very dear to me, Ativa Priya, they are very dear to me, because they have these transcendental qualities. They are equal to all the living entities. They are very tolerant. So in that way, various qualities Krishna has narrated. All that is ascertained by Krishna himself. We see that Krishna is the person, is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he has his likes, dislikes. So see that he is saying this person is very dear to me for this reason, because the Krishna is the person. So here another aspect, Krishna is saying that he becomes very satisfied. He is saying that tushtoham, he is deeply satisfied. How he is deeply satisfied, with whom he is deeply satisfied? In this incident we see that how deeply satisfied with the sons of Prachina Bharishat. Son of Prachina Bharishat is very satisfied with them. Why is satisfied with them? Because they are all united in devotional service. They are very cooperative in serving the Lord. The purpose is to serve the Lord, devotional service, and they are very cooperative with each other. So this cooperation among the living entities in the matter of devotional service is satisfying the Lord so much. He is very pleased. We can also understand this. Say in a larger family, the father has got, parents have got many children. So if the children, say, individually trying to do something to please parents, so that certainly pleases them. But then when they come together and joint effort they make and do something which pleases the parents, actually they are much more pleased. That is naturally we can see that how they love is so strong. So seeing their loving sentiment, the parents are very much pleased. We can recall also how Prabhupada made a comment before passing away, that your real love towards me will be displayed, how much you cooperate to push on this movement. So this cooperation, when you all come together and try to do something to please Krishna, he is much more pleased. He is saying that this tushtoham, tushta means satisfaction and deeper satisfaction, is very deeply satisfied. And Krishna himself is certifying this. There is no need to get any further verification, because the Lord is that is receiving at end, and he is giving this certificate. I am very much pleased. This may be a small or big offering, does not matter, but he is not mentioning this. He is saying by your, it's not that you have done some big service or small, so he is saying that it's by your cooperative nature to render this devotional service. I am very much pleased. So, so we should how this cooperative tendency can come. Prabhupada is writing that this material world is so contaminated, even in the members of Society of Krishna Consciousness there may be difference of opinion. So we can read that. This unity between individual soul is so strong within this material world that even in the Society of Krishna Conscious members sometimes appear disunity due to their having different opinions and leaning towards material things. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be two opinions. There is only one goal: to serve Krishna to one's best ability. So, material world is so contaminated that how we are infected by some disease when we go to a dirty place, or we drink dirty water, or inhale the dirty air, we get infected. So common, and especially when we don't have much of immunity. Similarly, this material world is so contaminated that even though we are trying to sincerely practice Krishna consciousness, we get infected by material desires. It's material desires, and then because of that material desires that come in a very subtle way, there is a disunity, this disagreement. And we can see that how the example of Kaikeyi, how she was got an association with Manthara, and Manthara spoiled actually her mood. It's mentioned that Kaikeyi used to love Lord Ramachandra more than Bharat. And Lord Ramachandra also understands this. He will go to Kaikeyi first, then the Kausalya. First he will go take blessing, then only he will go to Kausalya. She was so in genuine and real love with Lord Ramachandra. But by bad association, she was poisoned by Manthara. The association of Manthara, completely she turned opposite. Just developed this ambition that my son should become the king, while Lord Ramachandra should become the king. Actually, when she got to hear first that Lord Ramachandra is going to become king, she actually was very jubilant and so happy and was really celebrating this. She actually is so happy that there is nothing in her mind that no, Lord Ramachandra is becoming king, not my son. But then slightly she was poisoned by Manthara and her mindset completely changed. And she started thinking, oh, why Lord Ramachandra, Bharat should become the king. And so in the material world, this how contamination starts. So we should be very careful. The association we are around, the association will surely infect us. Like the infection will come, infection will happen, and symptoms may come very late. Immediately we may not notice that we got infected. Slowly only it will be revealed. Like we have drank some water, contaminated water, and after 2 days we getting throat infection. So we have to be very cautious. We can, not feel overconfident that no, I am very strong and I can resist this infection. Nothing will happen to me. Let me indulge. So with the association, we must be very careful. And that comes in different ways. Manthara. Who knew that Manthara will poison the Kaikeyi? She has been with Kaikeyi for so many years. and she has been serving so faithfully and lovingly. She was very dear to Kekai. And then she spoke in such a way, and that got Kekai's mindset completely changed. So to be very, very careful with the association. We should have a good association. Very important. We should be very, very careful. Otherwise, then whole thing was spoiled. And Kekai, it was all divine arrangement in this case, because the Lord is performing the pastimes. But always we can derive the lessons. Then we see how so many things happened. So many things happened, and so all unfortunate scenario. King Dasarath passed away. The next day, King Dasarath passes away because he was not able to bear the separation from Lord Ramachandra. And then we see that how she has done all that for Bharat, and Bharat himself got disgusted. Bharat Maharaj was himself disgusted, and he rejected Kekai. So ultimately this brought so much of misfortune. So the point here is that material world is such a place. There we will be surrounded by so many things, and allurement or desires may come from anywhere. And how we can resist from this? How we can resist from this? Very difficult actually. Therefore we have to constantly pray to the Lord for giving protection. We are praying, the Lord has promised, Name bhaktya panashyati. O Arjuna, declared it boldly, Prati janehi name bhaktya panashyati. That O son of Kunti, declared boldly, my devotees never perishes. Yoga kshemam bahamiham. That I will provide what he lacks, and I will preserve what he has. But before this, Krishna is also saying, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesam nityabhyuktanam. So, yoga kshemam bahamiham. So, we should try to fix our mind all the time in service of the Lord. Ananyas chintayanto mam nityabhyuktanam. All the time we should try to engage ourselves, keep our mind in the lotus feet of the Lord. Then actually we are protected. We are protected by the divine energy of the Lord. So that is actually our responsibility. Our duty is to engage ourselves in service of the Lord. Our mind, we should be engaged. Otherwise, by default, as a sadhaka, our mind will take us to sense gratification. If we do not keep our mind in the focus in the service of the Lord, by default it will go on sense gratification. It will go for sense gratification, because for so many lifetimes, janma janmantar, we have been doing this sense gratification in all the 84 lakh species of life. So now we are trying to align it to devotional service. But if we little bit become careless, this immediately get to its natural inclination, which is sense gratification. We have to actually forcefully keep mind in the service of the Lord. Slowly, when we develop the taste for devotional service, then it becomes easier. So very much important is, both is important, do's and don'ts. Do's means the activities which by doing this Krishna is pleased, and don'ts means the activities by not doing Krishna is pleased. So the purpose is the same, to please Krishna. So no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling in any sort, in any form. So this is the 4 regulative principles. Initially when we start, it is in the grosser sense. When we practice, it becomes more and more refined. Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Sri Tai Gaur Sundar ki jai, Patit Pawan Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And then chanting Hare Krishna, studying Srila Prabhupada books, taking association of devotees, taking prasadam. So very important to practice this. So if we little bit careless, then we will see the example of how this Kekai was infected. We will also get subjected to this. Mind is always jumping from mode of ignorance to passion to goodness. That's what is in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying that there is a competition between these 3 modes. So sometimes ignorance is prominent, passion is prominent, sometimes goodness is prominent. And the destination is, if we are in mode of, if we are, say, at time of death, our mind is in ignorance, then adho gangchanti tamasa, then we will be born in lower species of life. Then madhya tishtanti rajasa, if the mind is situated in mode of passion at time of death, then we'll be again be born in human this life and pursuing strong material desires. And urdhvam gachanti satvastha, and then if we are situated in mode of goodness, we'll go to heavenly planets. So our duty is to train mind to be engaged in service of the Lord. So we have to free ourselves from this material desires. We should give up all the material desires and we should have only desires to serve Krishna. I was hearing lecture today, Prabhupada is telling that if you have 10% love for Krishna, then you'll have a 90% material desire. And if you have 90% love for Krishna, then you will have 10% material desire. And if you have 100% love for Krishna, you will be free from material desire. So, how much we love Krishna, that much we are free from material desire. And according to that, Krishna is just reciprocating. Ye yatham mam prapadyante tam tatha bhajamiham. So if we develop 100% love for Krishna, Krishna will take us back to Godhead. And if we have 90% love for Krishna, then Krishna will give us opportunity to be born in a family of devotees, and that 10% will complete and go back to Krishna. And if we have 10% love for Krishna, then we may be born in some rich family, and will come, and then we will be gratifying our senses, because 90% we have material desires now, and then at one point of time we'll take it also, Krishna consciousness, and we'll progress from there. So, but whenever we come in this material world, birth, death, old age, disease will be there. Suffering is concomitant, means compulsorily this suffering will be there. We will not have that transcendental experience of serving the Lord. We will be just struggling to satisfy our senses, which how much ever satisfied still remain dissatisfied. It's like a fire, how much amount of fuel is supplied to the fire, actually fire gets more and more blazing only. So the senses can never be satisfied, will remain more and more dissatisfied. So the dissatisfaction or disagreement is coming because of this material desires. So this material desire is the root cause for our material existence. So at one point of time we have to give it up. So we should keep ourselves in very good association in Krishna consciousness, so we remain free from these material desires. And when we are free from the material desire, there will be cooperation among ourselves. And this cooperation, when we are trying to cooperate, we are cooperating, then Krishna is very pleased. See that Prabhupada is telling you, I will be very much pleased. you are cooperating to push this movement, I will be very much pleased. And if Prabhupada is pleased, Krishna is one much more pleased. And here Krishna himself directly satisfying that I am very much pleased, tustoham, because of your sauhadrena prithak dharmas. So you are all engaged in devotional service, and by your cooperation, by your friendship, actually that's what has satisfied with me. And what is the result when Krishna is pleased? Saying that Varam Brinidvam Bhadram Vo, that all good fortune to you, all good fortune to you. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me. So already Krishna has awarded. Krishna has awarded good fortune. He's already awarded the spiritual world to them. Still, is asking, if you have any material desires or spiritual desires, you may ask from me. Krishna is willing to fulfill anything they have. So the cooperation must be there. Even though we have some material desires, we should cooperate in order to achieve the purpose, to satisfy the Lord. This cooperation example we can see between Lord Indra and Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj was performing Ashwamedh Yajna. He did not have material desires to have the heavenly kingdom. He was doing as his duty. As a king, for the well-being of his citizen, he is supposed to perform these sacrifices. And as a matter of duty, he was doing in due course. He has performed 99, he was performing 100. He was not very particular about that 100th number. But then Indra, he had this material desires to, be ruling over heaven, be actually the king of heaven. And when Prithu Maharaj is pursuing, he was challenged. If he does this, he will become the king, then I have to step down. Then that is not possible. I want to remain the king. But Prithu Maharaj is not thinking like this, but he thought like that. And we see that, and then he started doing so many unwanted things. And then there was some sort of a tussle. And then Lord actually came down. And he told Prithu Maharaj, you remain satisfied with 99. Don't do this, because this one is so much disturbing to Indra. Actually, this was not the fault of Prithu Maharaj. Why he should be satisfied? So continue 100 and 110 also he can do. But the Lord is saying, no, you don't do this, because he is getting very much disturbed. He is still in this platform only. So you be satisfied at 99. I am very much pleased with you. And the Lord is telling, I am very much pleased with you. He has got already results of performing thousands of Ashwamedh Yajna. Because the purpose of Yajna is to satisfy Lord Vishnu, and Lord himself is saying, by your not performing this sacrifice, I am satisfied. So the purpose already met. The Lord is satisfied. By just Prithu Maharaj willing to cooperate, not to actually instigate or disturb Indra, because he has this material desires, and by which he is not able to cooperate, and by this so much unwanted things is going to take place, which will going to create a disturbance or disturb the system, because he is in that position. Well, and then also Indra is realizing this, and he is feeling very much that see, because of me he stopped at 99, so he is very much obliged for that, and willing to cooperate further. And this way, many times we have to make so much of adjustment, but this adjustment must be accepted, because going to please the Lord. That is the purpose of this thing. And due course of time, by power of devotional service, all the auspiciousness takes place. And the Lord, when he is pleased, anyway that auspiciousness comes. And in due course of times, things will get adjusted. So the cooperation is very much important. That pleases Lord Sri Krishna. That is pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. So this is the theme of today's verse. It is very important verse, and we must be very, very careful. In material world, surely we are prone to contamination, from inside and outside, from both. Inside, from so many lifetimes we have this material desires. Suddenly it will pop up. We may be thinking, oh, I am pure devotee, but suddenly some material desires will pop up, which was hidden inside. The sun, suddenly some file will open and this material desire will come. Or in the association of devotee, in association of worldly people, we will get contaminated and will develop this material desires from inside and outside. So, a very, very dangerous place. So we have to be very, very careful, and that's only possible when we are in good atmosphere, good association. We sincerely practice Krishna consciousness. So we should sincerely practice, sincerely chant, sincerely study. The sincerity of purpose we should maintain. Otherwise, we may think, oh, nothing going to happen, let me indulge. But now we will indulge, and the symptoms will come after maybe many years. So to be very, very careful. Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Patit Pawan Shila Prabhupada ki jai.